Hey, so I don't know if Tatiana knows that we have discounted this ring by over $600.
Wow.
Look at this price. Now, again, I never want to get too caught up in going, oh my God, it's such a steal. And you're sitting there going, it's $1,000. I acknowledge that.
Right.
But for my gem gal, my gem lovers, you tune in for Gem Day, you wish we had them as often as we used to, you know already when the words Ethiopian Opal pop up on the screen, and then your host follows up with, guys, this is 3.2 carats in a single stone, then you know this is, as our friend Dennis Basso would say, the real deal, right? It's your October birthstone, you lucky gals. And lucky you who gets to pick it up today. That's all 14 karat gold. Your only choice is obviously in size. And Mike, am I misspeaking by saying 4 through 11? He's going to double check on that. And your other choice, of course, is yellow gold or white gold. They both feature diamonds. Okay, 4 through 11, excellent. If you want the white, though, we have 2 dozen, yellow, 3 dozen, and then it will go away forever. 18-month interest-free special financing is available, and that brings it home for $53 a month. This is going to be hard for me to still fit in time to talk about the gold and diamonds, because the only thing I want to talk about is this opal.
Indeed. The opalescence in this is incredible.
It is. It's like blowing out the cameras. It's so great.
It's almost like the gold is embracing this world that's represented by the opal.
Crystal ball.
Yes. So much beautiful color in there.
When we say Ethiopian opal, like, why do we bother telling her that it's Ethiopian? Like,
because
so what, if you will? Like, what's the
oh my goodness, it's unique. That's why we specify, because we source stones from mines around the world, but when it comes to opal, we're very specific, because an Australian opal doesn't have this kind of depth. It has a very different hue. Both are beautiful, but the Ethiopian opal just has a certain kind of light that just radiates from inside. You remember that movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Remember how it started, how he like got lost in the opal? That's what this reminds me of. I can't help but think of that movie when I look at this stone, because when you start appreciating it, it's infinity. It just keeps going. It keeps surprising. And that's under only the studio lights. Imagine this.
Natural light is a whole other world, right? So if you're not familiar with the stone, that is not just light bouncing off of the surface of the opal, all right? It's almost, you want to think of it as glare. It's actually the light that's being absorbed inside of that stone and reflected off of water inside of the stone that's trapped in there forever. And it creates this, as you were saying, almost another universe that you get lost in, that you're just, and yet at the same time, it's translucent. You feel like you can see through it, but you can't quite. And we can't even manufacture anything. Like, I've seen simulated opal, and they look like simulated opal.
Right.
Like, nothing can truly mimic what an Ethiopian opal does. Now, that said, to Tatiana's point, the reason that we mention why it's Ethiopian isn't just to give you its lineage, and that's important, or to tell you that it's rare, because that's important, I guess. But as I always say, I really don't care how rare it is if it isn't beautiful. I don't care how rare it is if I don't put it on and immediately, every single time I look at it, I go, oh my gosh, right? It's majestic. That's the word I'm looking for. And then to surround it, kind of similar to what we did with the turquoise, enough gold to hold it and let it do its job, but not overwhelm.
No, not at all. And what I truly enjoy about it is the profile, right? It's such a glove-friendly profile, and it's so smooth to the touch. It's a beautiful ring to be worn every day. This could easily be your signature piece. And I love that there's energy and flow. The way that the gold wraps itself around that center stone, it celebrates the stone without distracting away from it.
We have 2 dozen in the yellow, and in the white, or did I get that backwards, Mike? 2 dozen in the yellow. Okay, and in the white, 1 dozen. All right, that is it. Now, we didn't start with that many to begin with, because we can't. Now, we know our gem collector loves Ethiopian opal. It is highly requested. You see our vault collection pieces where we may have, 1 or 2 choices for you, but this is the selection from Effy. I had the privilege of seeing Effy at the Las Vegas Jewelry Show, and these pieces, there's like a crowd around their galleries and their displays,
Indeed,
and people taking pictures and trying to get item numbers, and they're hoping to find them out on the cruise ships and in all the all the areas of shopping in Milan and, New York where, only the elite ever shop. And then here's your opportunity to get it home for less than $1,000, where once it was $1,600. Free shipping and handling, a savings of $650. Here's what else I love. I'm even going to pull mine out to drive this point home. We're going to have 3 of these next to each other, all right? There is no such thing as, well, I'm going to order one. I hope I get one of the good ones. There is no such thing as one of the bad ones. Look how it pulls the color of my nail polish.
Isn't that incredible?
Did you
love
see that
about it. Yes.
Actually, can we go to that preview shot? What's in preview now? See how it pulls the color of my nail polish to the other side of the stone. If you are wearing green, it does that with green. If you are wearing your yellow, it
it's
does
working.
that with yellow.
Right, it's working with my
it.
yellow. Absolutely.
I love gemstones. It's like
Yes.
they have their own. They give you a wink every once in a while by doing something
it's
really
truly like
magical.
something is alive
Yes.
inside of these opals,
Can't
and
tell me
every
they don't have
single one
energy.
is unique by nature. So every single one is going to have its own personality, and then it reflects yours based on your wardrobe and fashion
great.
choices.
So great. Okay, even if we don't have your size, I will say this: I would recommend going up a size and wearing it on your index finger. It will look lovely there. J427545, and I think with that gold band, you could probably get away with a half size up or down. I'm just going to throw that out there. All right, J427545. Lucky you if you picked it up, but it won't be around for long. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately.